And another thing I refuse, I don't want to be around poor people. I don't want to be around poor people. I don't want to be around poor people. Poor people are dangerous. They are very dangerous. Poor people are very dangerous. Hey guys, Father's Day, you can gift me something. I also don't want to have friends which have small houses. Me, I'm already used to kunyosha viungo in a big house like this. I walk. I can even run. Eh? Whoa! I nearly hit the wall, guys. You know why? You know why I nearly hit the wall? Because my house is very big. That the speed adds up as I keep moving. That's when even I'm holding the brake, I'm already on the wall. But if your house is small, you cannot even, you'll come like this. If your house is small, you'll come like this. I'm still on my way. Pray for me, I come gift you 3 smart TV. Oh my God. Let me read that one. I've prayed for you. That's a very good prayer. Coming from MARWA.
Hello, my lovelies. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mzungu Pebbles. Thank you for stopping by. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Monday and thank each and every one of you, rich or poor, who have supported my channel for the last 2 years. I think it's 2 years. Time flies. Yes, each and every one of you, you are equally important to my channel, because without you, I wouldn't be here. Without you, there would be no Mzungu Pebbles. Thank you for stopping by. Just know from the bottom of my heart that I truly appreciate you. Imagine yesterday and how astonished I was to hear these words came out of I am MARWA's mouth. I don't want to be friends with any poor people. I don't want to be associated with any people who lives in a small house, because look at my house, look at my villa, how big my villa is. Because you see, in a small house like what I'm in right now, a studio basement apartment, that's what they say I live in, the minions. You can't turn around. You can't do anything in those small apartments.
Poor people are dangerous. They are very dangerous. Poor people are very dangerous. They can even be bought by $2. I also don't want to have friends which have small houses.
That comment shook me to the core, but I was not surprised at all. Because MARWA has been singing this tune for a while, ever since he has gained his wealth from begging. MARWA, I want to remind you of something, that before the villa, before the luxury lifestyle, before the expensive travels, the expensive vehicles, the Appaloosas, the Mercedes, the Range Rover or Land Rovers that you have in your compound, you were telling stories of your hardship. You were a poor person. To this day, you are still telling your stories of your hardship and how you grew up sleeping with animals on the floor. Even yesterday in your video, your premiere, you told that story over and over again. Why? Because it was Father's Day and it's begging day for you. And whenever you're on your begging campaign, you will remind people of how you are poor, or you were poor, and how you were raised, and what you guys ate, and you guys had nothing. The lies that you would tell your subscribers or your viewers to get donations, because you were not poor. Compared to other people in the same community, you were not poor. Your mother was a teacher. Your stepfather went to college, or overseas to India or wherever. He had land, he had property, he had money. Many things that other people could not afford, your family afforded it. You guys went to private school. MWANGO, David Jr., they brag about it when the time is right, when it's convenient for them. But when it's not, and they need money, you guys throw out, I was poor. I grew up so poor. Oh my God, we didn't have shoes. The lies that you guys told, just to get donations, so you can be wealthy, so you can shit on other people who are poor. The irony of this story that I said, the situation is very astonishing to me. A man who built his empire, because now it's an empire. To him, it's an empire, on the backs of poor people, is now saying he doesn't want to be associated with anyone poor or anyone who lives in a small house. Think about that for a moment, guys. And people wonder why I chose to no longer associate myself with that family. You all can bounce back over there as much as you want and defend him. I will never do this, because I see the character, the true character of this person, this despicable human being called I Am MARWA. The very poor people who related to I Am MARWA struggle. Because let me tell you something, on these streets, rich people don't have time to be on these streets to be supporting any YouTuber, watching videos every single day. They do not. They're busy traveling the world. They're busy doing a lot of other things in their lives that are very important to them and their family. So the ones who are supporting you, I Am MARWA, are poor people. The ones who are building your brand are poor people. And your comment yesterday was an insult to them. But guess what, my dear friends? These minions will defend MARWA's comment. They're going to defend it. Oh, he didn't mean those people in the West. He didn't mean us. No, he's not talking about us. Us who are in America cleaning people's shit. He did not, it's not us who he's talking about. Not at all. It's not us. He's not talking about us. He's talking about those villagers who, giving him problems. That's who he's talking about. He's not talking about us who clean shit all our lives, taking care of white people in America, and 2-3 jobs and sending him our little pension. It's not us he's referring to. No, the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans, you know how hard it is in America, or in the Europe, or in the UK. You know how difficult it is. There's one thing that we say about Jamaicans abroad. We have 3 and 4 jobs. Some have 10 jobs. I kid you not. They will leave one job and head on to the next job. They get very little sleep. They work very, very, very hard for what they have. And every week I see these people back to back, time and time again, send money to MARWA. Whether it be $50, whether it be $20, whether it be $100. And this is why MARWA sometimes says that he doesn't want any small money. And you people keep sending him small, small money. Can't. Guys, this is not a laughing matter because I was pissed. I was pissed when I heard this man said this. Because it's not fair to those who have been supporting him for many, many years. And it's why I left. I used to support MARWA. I say this over and over again. I was a supporter of that family and I am poor. I am not rich. Compared to many others, I am considered poor. Okay? Even though I can afford things, certain things that I want in life or need in life, not want, need in life, I can afford it, thank God. Many of your supporters, MARWA, are not wealthy. They live in apartments. They live in basements. They have roommates. Some of these same people who are supporting you, they don't know where the next dollar is coming from sometimes. And you chose to have such conversation with so many people watching. Someone who calls himself a commando. Someone who says he wants to reach to 1 million subscribers is so careless, has to use such comments on a live video to tell the world that he doesn't want to be friends with poor people. Shame on you, I am MARWA. Shame on you. You are a sick human being. A sick human being. You and your family. And we have seen it, guys. MWANGO was also on this very high. Some of these people supporting you, MARWA, are immigrants working long hours abroad to support their families. Some are struggling to pay rent. Some are one emergency away from a financial hardship. Some are one emergency away from a financial hardship in these parts of the world. But they love you so much that the little that they have, they send you their money. Sometimes the people who give the most are those who really doesn't have. It's not the rich people. Sometimes it's the poor people. So not because someone sends you $1,000 means that this person is very wealthy. They are not wealthy. They are making sacrifices for you, MARWA, because they love you so much. And here you are insulting them, insulting their families, insulting their friends. They're the same people who watch you day after day, share your content, defend you online, send donations over and over and over again. They come for me, the same people who will be in my comments today because of this video that I'm making. They're the ones who support you. They are poor, MARWA. They're not rich. Many of them are nurses. It doesn't mean that they're rich. Do you know how difficult it is to be a nurse in America? And how many hours these people have to work and the crap that they have to go through? What they have to endure on the job, MARWA? Do you know? No, you don't. Because you haven't worked a day in your freaking life. All you do is wake up with your camera every single day and beg and beg and beg and beg and collect free money every single day. There's not a day that passes that MARWA doesn't beg for money. What makes this message especially troubled is that it sends a message to people that their worth is tied to their bank account or the size of their house. MARWA thinks that he has arrived. Now that he has all this wealth, he thinks that he has arrived and he doesn't have to spend a penny out of his own bank account. All MARWA's money is in the bank. Anyone who supports MARWA on this comment, you are trash, you are garbage, because without ordinary people, there would be no MARWA empire. And he just trashed the people who has built his empire. This is a dangerous mindset. Some of the richest people financially are bankrupt in character. And yes, Marwa, you are bankrupt in character. You have absolutely no character, none whatsoever. You and your entire family. There is no exception. Your sister down to your mother. It's the same thing. And I've told people over and over that Marwa mother does the very same thing that Marwa is doing, is the mentality that they have now since they have acquired all what they have acquired from begging. His mother calls people poor all the time. When she's cursing people out, it doesn't matter if it's in Kenya or Tanzania. She curses people out and she tells them how her family is rich and how they are poor. The entire family does this. Money can buy a big house, Marwa. Money can buy a Palousas. Money can buy Mercedes. But you know what money can't buy? Humanity and class. You have absolutely none. You and your family. None. Zero. Zitch. You guys don't have that. And no money in the world can buy that. You all are buffoons to me. Okay? You guys have no common sense whatsoever. You listen to your conversation. It's just blah. You don't learn anything. All the travel, you travel all over the world, all the wealth you can acquire, you're going to be the same caveman, the same bushman. There will be no change, Marwa. No change. So you can brag all you want about your wealth and look down on poor people as much as you want. But it doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make you better than the average poor man in your village or outside of your village. It does not. I have zero respect for you and your family. Your money could never buy my respect. Never. And I feel like a fool sometimes when I think about how much I used to support you, how much I used to go hard for you, how I used to feel sorry for you when you come with your pity poverty stories. I regret every bit of it, I am Marwa. Every bit of it. People say we don't react on Wodemaya. Wodemaya would never do this. Never. Never. Those words would never come out of his mouth. I don't care how much some of you dislike him. But he would never. And so that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of differences between the two of you. Respect is earned, I am Marwa, by how you treat people, especially those who have less than you, and you treat people like garbage. We have seen it over and over and over. Even yesterday, people were in your comment section complaining, saying, Marwa, why do you treat people so badly? Why are you treating your workers so badly? It is unfair. It's awful. But see, Marwa is on a white horse right now. The same white horse MWANGO was on. See what happened to her? See what happened to her? She had to go to Poland. No, online. Not even Poland. She had to find a poor person online who was willing to marry her because of her money. And that's where she is in life right now. Is she happy? So she says she is very happy. But she was on this white horse at one point saying she doesn't want to be associated with any poor person. She will never date a poor man. She will never marry a poor man. She wants a man with a Lamborghini. Now where is she? She's with a poor person. Because she realized that you don't have to have money to have a good heart. She realizes this. So she climbed off her high horse and chose someone who cares about her. Allegedly. I don't know. I don't know that part, if that part is true. She traded the Lamborghini fantasy for someone who she allegedly helped to purchase a car so that he can become a taxi driver in Poland. Allegedly. If success has taught you to look down on poor people, Marwa, then success has taught you the wrong lesson. Because the poor people who you're looking down on today, like I said, are the very same people who helped you to build your platform and help you to become successful. They are the ones who bought those Opelousas, whether you want to admit it or not. They are the ones who built you that villa. They're the ones who built your parents' home, whether you want to admit it or not. Remember, Marwa, when you were collecting money to build your parents' home and build your villa, you even lied and said, this is your villa. It's your villa. You're going to come here and you're going to stay for free. And they believed you. Now they can't come and stay for free. They have to pay. That's how you lie and get them. Never become so successful that you forget the people who were cheering for you when you had nothing, Marwa. Don't ever forget. Don't ever look down on them. Because the fastest way to lose your audience is to convince them that you no longer respect them. And that comment yesterday says it all. You do not respect your subscribers. And I hope they watch my video. I hope they do. And leave you just like I did. Because you are a despicable human being. My dear friends, I made some notes yesterday. And I didn't know where to start. But I had to get to the point because this is what I wanted to address. I wanted to address Marwa's comment, even though a lot of people already addressed his comment. And just like I said on his live yesterday, that Marwa would be begging as usual because he is a beggar. So I knew that Marwa would be begging non-stop on his live yesterday, using Father's Day to beg money. At the same time, telling these people who is begging that he don't want to be friends with them. So what caused all of this yesterday? Marwa said that Gribba and Ian went to Nairobi to buy iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max or something like that. And he's very angry because Gribba should have used the money that he received from a donor, because this is how people get money. Use the money that he received from a donor to help to buy materials for his villa. And I must say that I agree with Marwa on that statement 100%, even though many people are saying that you shouldn't tell people how to spend their money. And I agree with Marwa in the sense that if you don't have money and you're getting donations and you're building a house, why go and buy an iPhone 17 Pro? Right now, I am recording on an iPhone 12. And I've said this over and over. Not because I can't afford an iPhone 17 Pro. I can't afford an iPhone 17 Pro. Okay? But I have other things that are priority in my life right now that I'm doing. And my iPhone 12 is working fine. So guess what? I don't need to change it. So I agree with Marwa on this. But Marwa Gribba learned from the best. You didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. But guess what? When you beg for people to donate to you for lawyer fees, what did you use the money and do, Marwa? You used that money to buy fancy luxury cars instead of doing what the money was intended for. So Gribba is only doing what he see you do. The precedent that you set. The precedents that you set, that's what Gribba is following. That's what he is following, Marwa. So this is what caused all that upset, that, anger in Marwa yesterday. For him to come out and say he doesn't want to be friends with poor people. But I've told you guys a while ago. See, sometimes I say things, people think, oh, you're lying. Oh, you're lying. You're making up story. I told you guys in one of my videos that Gribba and Ian wake up drunk every single day. They wake up and they drink from morning till night. What Marwa said in his video yesterday about finding Ian and Gribba is the truth, because I've said it on my channel before. That the two of them are lazy and they are drunkards. They wake up and they drink and they party and they smoke. As quiet as you see Ian is, it's a fake. He is not that quiet. They hang out and smoke with Passy drunkard sister. Yes. Don't come for me because I say Passy drunkard sister. It's the truth. Passy sister is a drunkard. They hang with her. They're probably sleeping with her as well. Maybe Gribba is sleeping with her allegedly. I don't know. Because since he got caught with sleeping with young, you know who, the underage. Because he's a pedo. We know he's a pedo. And I'm not saying no allegedly for saying Gribba is a pedo. He's a pedo. And people are there supporting him, sending him money so that he can go and buy iPhone Pro. In fact, Gribba said, let me tell you, you donors, what Gribba say about you all. Gribba said that this money comes every day and it's free. He doesn't care. He's going to spend it how he wants to spend it because this money is free and there is more where it comes from. He will never work. That's what he says. All you people do is send him free money every single day. They're just there. They wake up and they get free money. This is why they're going to enjoy life. This is what Gribba said a month ago, I think it was. So what MARWA talked about Gribba yesterday was not a lie. I am going to back him up on that. It's the truth. Gribba and Finding Ian. They are terrible. 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 And it's the donors who spoil these boys in that village. It's the donors who are causing chaos in that village. So MARWA said they have been doing deals together for people, and Gribba took the money and buy iPhone Pro Max 17. Gribba likes soft life. That's the truth. He is lazy. That's the truth. Gribba doesn't listen, and that's the truth. But MARWA, you don't listen either. Gribba learned from the best. The master of manipulation. The master of using money for what it was not intended for. He learned from you. You do the very same thing. People will send money for one thing and you use the money and do it for someone else. People will send money for one kid to go to school and you will split that money in half and then give it to another kid that it was not intended for. Or you will take half of the money and say you need some of this money, like what you do to Moses' money. Because Moses is living in your house. He has to pay for his own food. A baby. Imagine a baby. MARWA. You are a despicable human being. Despicable.
Like now, me and Gribba, we are not okay. I also had an issue with him when he pushed one of his former worker out of his compound. I told him, don't push this worker out of your compound. He pushed him out. Struggling with a grown-up man, I'm frustrated. I don't know how to say this. How would you buy an iPhone 17 Pro in Kenya and you have construction, your pillars are standing like this? Honestly, my people.
He says Finding Ian is also in the doghouse. Maybe Finding Ian is packing his bag right now to leave as we speak, as we make this video, because on his live yesterday, Finding Ian refused to allow MARWA to treat him like he is a child. MARWA demanded that Finding Ian should come into the comment section and tell people how much money Gribba paid for his iPhone. And when Finding Ian refused, it's not a laughing matter, guys, but I had to laugh. When Finding Ian refused to come into the comment section, MARWA belittled and berated the guy.
Finding Ian took Gribba to the big city to buy him iPhone Pro Max, and Finding Ian has a nice house. Finding Ian has to tell people the truth. Come tomorrow. If you don't want to come tomorrow, it's a free world. You can watch somebody else. If Finding Ian doesn't come to explain that tomorrow you'll not see him in my home, he will be gone. Sorry, I don't deal with people like that. I swear before God, I don't deal with people like that. I am tired. If he doesn't say something here and the truth, today will be the last time you'll see Finding Ian in my home.
Belittle him. He started to tell Finding Ian business, his entire life story, because Finding Ian refused to submit to MARWA's request.
Finding Ian has refused to tell us how much they bought the money. Bye-bye, Ian. From tomorrow, you'll never step in my home, Ian. I swear before God. Those people who love Finding Ian, they should just comment, sad to see you leave the villa, Finding Ian. Why I feel very sad with Finding Ian is even they asked me for money. And if Finding Ian didn't say here, tomorrow he's packing his bags. I don't want to deal with him. Even me, I'm tired of him. I am tired. He sleeps 24/7. He doesn't help the home in anything. Now, how will you have even people like that? Somebody saying now you are embarrassing Ian. Embarrassing Ian is the truth. It is the truth. Come on. Even me, I cannot be I told him even yesterday, I cannot be a visitor like that in your home. But you imagine, day 1, sleeping. Day 2, sleeping. Put yourself to work. Come on. Hey, my friend. Eh?
He says finding Ian is like a girl. He wakes up lazy every morning. The only thing he knows to do is to do decorations on a table like a princess, like a girl. I told you he was a girl a long time. Y'all don't believe me. I told y'all. He says finding Ian has a nice house, and how finding Ian is broke and came to him looking for help, asked him if he could stay in his house so he could eat free food because finding Ian is hungry, doesn't have any food in his house, even though he has a big nice house. Finding Ian has been hiding his house because he's looking for donations from y'all. But MARWA burst the bubble yesterday and told y'all. He said finding Ian has been begging him for food because he has nothing. He told everything about finding Ian yesterday. Finding Ian, you're a loafer. MARWA said it all, that you're a loafer. MARWA said Gribba also begged Jamaican uncle, who is supposed to land in the village any minute now, because Jamaican uncle is his best friend. Listen, Jamaican uncle is MARWA's best friend because Jamaican uncle is using all his pension to support MARWA, allegedly. He will do anything for MARWA. He has been giving MARWA money non-stop. MARWA has so-called borrowed money from, if MARWA needs money to borrow, he calls Jamaican uncle. That's why he keeps Jamaican uncle so close. He realized that this is one Jamaican that he can manipulate. Allegedly, Jamaican uncle has been sending him money. Lots of it. But Jamaican uncle, the IRS coming for you. Soon and very soon they will come for you. You stay right there. If you don't be careful what you're doing, you're going to be caught up in a lot of mess. Mark my word. So I'm pretty sure that MARWA is going to tell Jamaican uncle not to give Gribba this GoPro anymore. You can kiss that GoPro goodbye, Gribba, because MARWA says he no longer wants to be your friend. He no longer wants you in his house, and he's giving you 6 months to build that mansion he told you to build. Remember when MARWA told Gribba, build this house? Gribba was like, no, I want a small house. MARWA said, build a big house. Build a big house. I want you to build a big house. I don't care. The money will come. The money will come. Build a big house. Now the money is not coming. And when the money comes, Gribba use it to buy women an iPhone Pro Max 17. Imagine. So did y'all find finding Ian yet? Nobody could find finding Ian. What a play on the name. Finding Ian has been kicked out of the villa as of today. MARWA said if he didn't come in the comment section and talk, he is a goner. I'm leaving the clips for you guys to see. Did you hit the like button yet? I am here talking. Hit the like button. I'm on my way to the people's job, okay? But I had to give you all a video before I leave. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Okay? Boost this channel. I forgot. Oh God, whatever that is. Boost the channel. Boost the channel. Anyway, that was that on finding Ian and Gribba yesterday. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know, something else that he said, how poor people are very dangerous. MARWA said poor people are very dangerous. They're dangerous people. You could buy them for $2. MARWA knows this very well, that he could buy people because he buy all the cops allegedly in the village. He buy them so they can arrest people. So he knows. He pays people off a lot. So he knows this. Imagine someone saying, I am very dangerous because I'm a poor person. Imagine a rich person in America look at me and say, you're very dangerous because you're a poor person. I don't want to be friends with you. Never in life has anyone ever told me that they don't want to be friends with me because I'm poor. In fact, some of the richest people I have met, they didn't even look rich. Didn't even look like wealthy people. They dressed like they didn't have anything. Marwa's sister is poor. Winnie, I showed you guys her house. She lives in a tenement yard with a bunch of other houses connect to it. So she's poor. Dee is married to a poor man, a very poor man. We said it a lot. Marwa, baby mother, the mother of his child, is very poor. When he met her, she was poor. She is still poor. When we saw the junkyard that she came from, we were shocked. And that's the mother of his child. So he's also insulting his own son. Because Maisha, as much as Marwa is using Maisha to collect donations, saying that what he's building is for Maisha, Maisha is not going to return to Marwa's house. He will not. As he grow up, he will deny Marwa the same way Marwa deny his deadbeat daddy. Because Marwa is also a deadbeat daddy. So there are a lot of people in Marwa's life. Close people. Poor. We saw his grandfather. How his grandfather died of hunger, allegedly. The same man that Marwa sat and bragged about yesterday, who grew him up. He didn't check for that man. Not even food. He didn't give that man, allegedly. And that man died. And it was foreigners who had to bury him. It wasn't even Marwa. He didn't use his money to bury his own grandfather. Shameless human being. So anyway, in other parts of his video yesterday, the earlier parts of his video, I had to start from the back of his video. The earlier parts of the video yesterday, as it was Father's Day, he went on and on about he will never celebrate Kohera, who is his real father. He is celebrating on Dari. He even went on to beg. The beggar even went on to beg for a gift for his stepdaddy. After he finished begging for a gift for himself, bags of cement, he begged for a gift for his to give to Andari, because he says he's too broke. He can't afford to buy the man a gift. This shameless beggar, he makes me sick. I don't know about you all, but this man makes me, he's not a man, he's a boy. He's a despicable human being. He makes me sick. He said people should support him as a father with gifts such as cement. And he brags about how he wants 10 kids and he wants chaos in his house because he loves a big family. And you can't take care of one. The one child in Argentina, you're not taking care of your own child in Argentina. Rosio has to be on here crying and online looking for man to take care of your child. That's what she has been doing. You shameless vagabond. As a father, he wants to celebrate Maisha because he's a good dad and he's responsible. You're lying. You're never a good dad. You're irresponsible because you haven't been taking care of your child. You find money to take care of everything else in your villa. You beg money to take care of all these things in your villa, and you refuse to take care of your child. You said that, oh, I call him every day. That's a lie. And then you said, sometimes I go 2 days and I don't call him because you see, I busy. You're busy, but you're never too busy to pick up your phone and do 1 to 2 hours of recording. But you're too busy to pick up the phone that it's going to take 1 minute to call your own child. That's what you're gonna come online and people are gonna believe that you're truly so busy that you can't call your own picnic. Are you crazy, Marwa? And you expect people to accept that as being okay? Oh, please. He said that he would have gotten a gift for his father, but he is broke. I think I mentioned that already. Someone asked him, what will he tell his kids? What traits will he tell his kids? And he said to be hard working and honest, but then gave example of how not to be honest. Yeah, he gives some example of how not to be honest. Of course, you know how not to be honest, Marwa. Because any man who preaches 24/7 how honest they are, how good they are, how good of a human being they are, that's a wicked person. We all know. That's how wicked people talk every day. They're always praying. You're praying, family. All of you are very wicked. All those prayers, very wicked. Someone told him that they will gift him 3 TVs, one for his room, one for guest room, one for D room. And Marwa got so excited because you know how we like free things. Suddenly he was like, oh my God, hey, let me pray for you right now. I'm going to pray for you right now. You people are stupid. 3 TVs, you can't find a real poor person to give your 3 TVs to. You're gonna give 3 TVs to Marwa? Go right ahead. Y'all dumbasses. Go right ahead. He begged for more and more gifts. The entire time it was begging for gifts. Half of the video was begging for gifts. The next half was complaining about Gribba. Over and over and over again. Marwa is a sick human being. A very, very sick human being. And I just can't understand how people really and truly support him. I just don't get it. I guess they were like me, lost their mind and thought that he's a good person until you truly see the character of him and who he is, who he truly is. And then that's when you catch yourself and you realize, I don't need to support this guy. Hit the like button, okay? And subscribe to the channel if the content interests you. If it doesn't, don't waste your time, because all I'm going to talk about in this channel is Marwa because of how he is. And people say, oh, y'all hate him. He's making me hate him now because of what he said about the poor people. I don't hate the guy. But when you talk carelessly like this, how do you expect for other people to feel, especially poor people? Anyway, guys, that's enough of him, honestly. The guy is sick, has a sick mentality, and there is no change for him. No change for him. It's just very sad that someone who know what it's like to not have and watch people like his neighbor, who he said had several cars, rich people, and how they were treated so badly. They come with their stories themselves, how badly they were treated by those who had more than them. They gave examples of Nasto's family who had more than them, who treated them badly. And for Marwa to come now to be doing the very same thing that people did to him, to other people. But most of you who are his minions can say all you want that Marwa is not talking about all poor people. He is. I don't know who you're going to try to convince in your videos, you so-called positive reactors, that he didn't meant to talk about the regular people. He's just talking about those people in the village. That is not true. He has said it over and over and over. In fact, there was a time when Marwa mentioned that he didn't want you all to donate any small money to him. Marwa has become very, very greedy. I told you guys about the story recently where someone went there, a lady went there and donated, she gave him a gift. And Marwa actually threw that gift away behind the woman's back. Allegedly. He was disgusted by that gift because it wasn't expensive. He didn't want that gift because that gift was not expensive. He thought that woman had brought him some nice fancy gift, so he showed her around. He had her all over the compound thinking, hey, there's a nice gift in that box, until he opened it and saw what it was. And he became very angry when he saw that gift and said he didn't want it. What is he going to do with this in his villa? This is beneath his villa. That's what Marwa said, miss. I know I cut out some of what I said the other day on the clip after I watched it because I was being careful. But I'm going to tell you what Marwa said about your gift. If you are watching this video, Marwa didn't want that blanket that you sent him. He didn't want it. I think he actually threw it away. And if you guys had watched that video, you know which visitor I'm talking about. So you people go in there, giving him small stuff. There was another Jamaican guy who went there with his girlfriend. You guys know which one I'm talking about. I think he was the one who stopped Condad from beating Mama Ann's husband. And Marwa didn't want you in his house either, sir. Just in case you didn't know. He didn't want you there because guess what? You didn't have the kind of money that he was looking for. He talked behind your back too. He did not want you there, sir. So many of you go in there. If you're not rich, please don't go to Marwa house. He's going to talk about you. If you don't have money to give him, big donations, big money, or if you're not a Mzungu, he does not want you in his house. You've been talked about behind your back. Anyway, let's move on to something that I saw. Anyway, you know what? I didn't read some of the comments. There are a whole lot of comments that people left on MARWA's channel. A whole lot of comment. I was going to say something about Pero, but I think I'll leave that for another day. A whole lot of comment that he left. That was left on his channel. A whole lot of comment. People are angry about that statement. About the poverty statement. Someone said, why does MARWA fall in and out of relationship with his friends? People are also noticing this. It's almost like if they don't follow exactly what he says, he gets angry. And that is very true. We've seen it over and over again. MARWA wants to be the dictator in the village. He treats everyone like they are children. While I agree with what MARWA said about Gribba and that he should prioritize his finances and build his villa, I must say that he treats people as if they're children. Because MARWA is Gribba is a grown man. And if Gribba chooses to go and buy iPhone 17, that's on Gribba. MARWA shouldn't be the one to be dictating to him what to do with his money. If Gribba doesn't want a big house, that is on Gribba. Let him stay in his small house. Nothing is wrong with that. I think as long as people have a roof over their head, man. And that's how I see it. As long as there's a roof over your head and you're happy. What's the problem with this? Some of the happiest people I know are people who are just, they're comfortable living their life, doing what they want to do. No one is forcing them to do things that they don't want to do. They're a puppet to nobody. That's some of the happiest people in this world. MARWA will never be content and he will never be happy. It will be more and more and more. And he says this over and over again. People told him that some things are better said off camera. They were upset that he was coming out here to talk about Gribba, who they think is his right-hand man, who has stood by him from the beginning. This person says, MARWA, sometimes you should control your anger. You will end not having friends. We all know that. Look at Mayugno. Mayugno is no longer his friends. And he tends to blame people for all these fallout. No, it's MARWA. MARWA is the problem. Someone says, MARWA, be a bigger man and go visit your son in Argentina. Don't wait for him to return. MARWA will never visit unless you all buy him a ticket. And even if you buy him a ticket, he probably won't visit. MARWA, sometimes you should select what you say on social media. You don't know how this guy is? Is it your first time watching him? YouTube. I feel sorry for anyone who marries into this family. Saying poor people is not ethical. If it was not for YouTube donations and begging from people, you wouldn't be where you are. Pride comes before a fall. The people you call poor are the same people you show on camera. And that is true. That is true. MARWA and his family use poor people to build their wealth. He spoke of David Jr. yesterday, highly of David Jr. And he said, you know, this is a prime example of the people he wants in his life. Look at his brother. He came from nothing and he is building. But it's all from begging and it's all from the backs of poor people. He uses poor people in that village to build his channel. That's what he did. And he also piggybacked off of MARWA and Dee's channel. That's how he gained his wealth. And many people are donating to him left, right, and center. This is how these people gain their wealth, MARWA. Using poor people. MARWA uses Moses over and over. He uses other poor people in the village to pretend as if he's giving them a couple dollars for school fee when MARWA is not giving them anything. It's just a tactic that they use to gain money from soft-hearted people like me who used to send them shit. Feeling sorry for them, thinking that they're good humans, thinking that they're kind, thinking that they have a good heart and they came from suffering. So here I am. Let me help build them up. And look at him now. Look at the despicable words that came out of this man's mouth. Anyway, guys, please hit the like button. Okay? Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if my content interests you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I know that it wasn't one of my comedic videos, but it was a serious topic, so I had to address it as such. Thank you for watching always. Enjoy a wonderful week, and I will see you soon, and very, very soon. Perhaps from a new location. Who knows? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.